I hope my speech could help someone of you at least to do some improvement on your digital market skills. And if you have any questions, please you can use the chat, the Zoom chat, and I will see, and so I can also see if I will reply in during my speech or if I have to stop my speech and reply. I have a very few time, so I hope you see my screen. Uh, okay, perfect. So I will go really fast. Sorry, but I have tons of information to try to give. I know that your background is heterogeneous, so many of you already knows skills in digital marketing. Someone doesn't. So I will go fast through the basics and then in the last part give you some practical tips and software and tools to use. So I try to balance with a part of more theoretical part and the part more deep and into tools and how we can use them. So first of all, um, who I am and why I'm here. That's my first question when I do this kind of speech, why I'm here. And I have a background on digital developing company called Libre. I'm currently managing director of Centro Turistico Cooperativo, who is a system company of Cooperative, which is the biggest cooperatives association in Italy. And we work with 1,200 cooperatives that work in tourism sector in Italy. I have also some startups. I'm a co-founder of some startups. One of that is Jody, that is focused on territorial digital marketing. I work, I'm co-founded another startups that you will see some example after called the Spiritual Machine. I wrote that since I'm no longer young and I don't have too much to say on innovation, I run an innovation center in Turin called Collaborative Innovation. So just to go through the presentation. So let's start from the basics of digital marketing. So, I don't want to say things too obvious for everybody. And so please follow my advice. So use digital marketing not just a way to selling better and with less efforts, but use digital marketing to shape the processes you or your company have in selling and in the same and in your business proposition. Because the best part of digital marketing is that you have a feedback that is constant and that can change every day or sometimes every hour. So you need to learn and to adjust your way to do marketing. So another question that you can do is what about territorial digital marketing? It's when we started with this concept, it was quite new some years ago, but right now I can say that every digital marketing is a territorial digital marketing because every algorithm right now from Meta to Google, it's focused on location of the promotion, the promoter, and the location of the possible clients. So that's a concept that sometimes big companies doesn't understand. So that's why even the small businesses like the big part of our businesses can play a major role. So with a little effort in terms of money and time, we can achieve a really good result if we understand that our business is territorial, and our potential clients are based or interested in our territory. So there's a huge space to innovate and to grow. So that's an example of a campaign. It's just to give an example of what I'm telling, that doing digital marketing is focused on processes. So we have to think about the customer journey and what the customers will do and what we do when they do a certain action. So if they open an email or not, and try to automate the best we can, and that we and I will give you some example in a while. And also another interesting things is that digital marketing forces us to think outside the box. So if we print 1 million catalogs of astrotourism, for example, it's hard for us to have the feedbacks from clients or understand the real feedbacks. While with digital marketing, we are forced to think which is the best way to achieve our goal. Let's say selling or let our brand more known from an audience. And sometimes you can understand that the best way to sell your product. Let's do an example: a tour guide for an astrotourism touristic package. It's not selling it, but maybe selling something else. Or so the first example is, do you know where Amazon earn money? Because everybody could think that is selling products, but it's not. And that's a really interesting point to start with. If you see this graph, the bars are the total revenue, so how much money Amazon do. But if you see the orange part of the bars, that is the smaller part, it's AWS, that is the digital services that Amazon provide. But if you see, AWS provide 74% of the profit. So Amazon earn money selling their technical and digital infrastructure. It's not selling the and ship the products. In some countries, they lost money selling products. And a small example from one of the company I mentioned is that we started with a shop selling products like normal e-commerce, and that's what we did in 1 year. So 11,000 euros. So it's an e-commerce that was from in the beginning. But then when we understand that the territory, it's important still in creating a spirit, we change our mindset. And so we do a competition for new brands, and they do crowdfunding for the crowd. Like we change it, like a small plugin, 20 euros per month. You see the graphic only change a bit, but these are the results. So in 20 days, 28,000 euros. So with zero paid advertising. So when we thought that it was just a changing of mindset, we start selling bottles, because we don't sell bottles, but we do a crowdfunding. So that's the same in your project. Think about which is the best way to achieve your goal, and sometimes it's not selling the product you want to sell. Some small and quick terms in digital marketing. I'm sorry if I'm telling things that are obvious for someone, But the main concept in digital marketing is funnel. So a funnel in which we have the whole world outside the funnel. In the top of the funnel, we have, for example, people that go to our website, for example. They are not clients, and maybe they are not intended to be our clients. But as we do actions, they can go in the lower part of the funnel. That is when they become clients. So, for example, they love our website. They reply to a form, so they give us their data, and so they are still not clients, but they are interested. Someone can be in target, someone can be not. So, but this is the consideration part of the funnel, and the last part is in the selling journey. It's conversion, so they become customers. But after the customers, something that we all should know, that there is a most important part, that is the referral. So our clients can be loyal to us, so they can buy again. And sometimes they can be active in the process of talk about our brands. So we should focus on that last two parts and do some action for have returning clients and to do, for example, discounts if they do a referral to our brands and etc. Some of you, I'm quite sure, because it's the reality of many of the cooperatives that I know, have a huge database of a lot of clients that they don't use, and that's such a waste, because it's so more expensive to gain new clients rather than do some action like email or whatever that is zero cost to have more revenue. Some other important terminology in digital marketing. So the lead. What is a lead? It's someone who has shown some interest in our solution, and for example, give us an email or a contact. So that's a lead, and that's you see the funnel in another visualization. So they are in the top of the funnel. Not every lead is worth to be contacted by our sales force or by you by telephone, for example, because we should give attention only to what we call sales qualified lead, SQL, or prospect. So who is a prospect? A prospect is a lead that is worth to be contacted by us, like spending half an hour of a call. And we need to be really keen to understand who are they, if they are budget, if they can buy, if it's the right timing, if they have authority to buy a product or to be in contact with us. And the last part, obviously, customer, but I think that it's too obvious and everybody knows who a customer is. Okay, in changing our mindset, I say that it's define KPIs. So it's really important. I stress every time this part about the importance of data. So without data, you are only another person with an opinion. It's a way to say. So go to the KPI, so the key performance indicators, and work on it, and use a simple spreadsheet to take notes. For example, the lead number. Then track these KPIs, like number of new leads last week. It's something that you have to do, or you can ask someone that work for you to do. And then run experiments, campaigns. So how can I increase the number of leads this week? And try because doing experiments is the essence of digital marketing. And Google change its algorithm several times a day. So they don't do major update. They just try with small changes and see if it works better. And if it don't work, they come back. And that's the way we all should think in our businesses. The final result should be invest with little money and time. The little and the best. Many years ago, the marketers say that €5 will be enough to test a campaign. It's no more true, but really with, let me say, 50, €100, you can test a campaign. So test if something works or not. And it's a huge achievement because in normal advertising, like print advertising or exhibition, think about how you spend or we spend in exhibitions and fairs. So we are more effective with digital marketing. Fail fast. Failing, it's good. For every 10 experiments, if you're lucky, one is good, but you have to fail fast. Don't lose too much time and too much money. Learn from mistakes. That's another thing that is quite hard because everybody of us normally think to do the best thing in the best timing and in the best way. And it's not true. And we have to admit that there are a lot of people better than us in doing our job. And the only way is to learn from mistakes. And the last part is being able to scale. That is a pain. It's painful scaling. So once you find the way to grow, then you have to scale. And it's not so easy. I will leave you this presentation, so I don't go through this list, but I put a list for you about different sources of leads. So started from word of mouth, that is one of the best and cost-effective source of lead. Organic search, so people that find your website. Partnership with other tour operator, other, for example, hotels that can send you visitors for your guides, etc. Then paid advertising, affiliation, so people that earn money giving you customers, account-based marketing, so create a list and try to contact everyone. Sales LinkedIn with some automation tools like the LinkedIn Helper. So it means that with sales navigation, I create a list of 1,000 people who can be interested. And with these tools, I can say, okay, do the job for me. So like a bot, they, for example, share a post of the people you want to be in contact with or create a comment, then ask for the contact and then write the first email, and it's everything, it's automated. So you just have to find at the end of the day how many people reply to all this sequence that is automated. Social media marketing, fairs, influencers, your sales force, if you have someone that work on sales, referrals, email marketing, that, as I say, it's really cost effective. Phone calls, PR, contact from a list, events. So nothing new, but just put a list for you. I don't know, Remy, please tell me how many minutes I have, because I'm running, but I have still some
between 5 and 10. Let's say 10 minutes maximum.
Thank you. So I will run because I hope that the last part will be the better. This is my hope. So another things you have to consider is what in marketing is called job to be done. It's not specific for digital marketing, but you have to think not about your offer. For example, the astrotourism offer, it's super nice. But is this the job to be done of your potential customers? Probably not. Probably maybe yes, but it's a percentage of the people that want to buy a tour from you just because the stars. Maybe some of them want to breathe clean air in the night with daughters and sons. Someone want to have a romantic evening. Something want to stay in the open air in the mountain. So you need to think about what the customer thinks, not what you suppose to sell. And so it's a job, it's a simple way to understand the job to be done. And another really important thing is talk with your customers is crucial. So when you have the first customer, the first 10 customers, the first 100 customers, you have to talk with them every time to learn what they think, because you will learn a lot of strange things about why they choose your proposal. And then another things you need to have 100% of the CRM. So what is a CRM? It's a software that manage leads and customers and your relation. So they track emails and then help you in creating campaign. And I will give you a short glimpse to HubSpot, that is the CRM I use, but it's one of many. They have also a nice academy too. Okay, just you have. Okay, this is an example of a workflow, so automated emails. So sorry to do this in 1 minute, but it's really, so you have this is a real CRM used in real cases. So you have a sales pipeline with all the possible deals weighted in which is the step in which they are. You can do automatization in this. So if you change the stage pipeline, you can send WhatsApp messages, emails, or whatever. You can have a lot of things like, okay, I have another blocker, sorry, I will show you after. Okay, and all the contacts could be organized in list. So when people go through a website form, they go through a list, and then you can do actions on this list, for example. So there's a lot of things that you can do with the CRM. And when I told about tracking the KPIs, this is the productivity of your team, who is doing the biggest number of phone calls, the email that are tracked, how many documents are viewed, or the Opel deals, a lot of data that is really important in your business. I have 6 minutes, so the last part of my presentation, it's about artificial intelligence, and I want to share with you my little knowledge about some tool, because I think that we are in the middle of a revolution in the content creation and marketing, and not only, but in digital marketing. Now everybody can create a digital campaign or good content with really few efforts. So just some example. The first of all, you know, for example, maybe better than me, that is ChatGPT. But if we use it at the full potential, we can ask to analyze, for example, tourism trend in Alpine region and create a business plan for a new tour operator focusing on astrotourism. And it will give you some really good hints. I don't know, it's small, I can, okay. So it also gives us a suggestion for a name, Stellar Adventures. And this is an example, market competitive analysis, then I can ask to create the code of a website for this partnership, collaboration, content marketing, and something that it's important to know that the more and more ChatGPT is into code, so we can ask to create website workflows and okay, so okay, and again, this is a real-time example, so it's not I prepare in advance to test the prompt, but is writing the code of a website for me. And you see, with all the buttons, with all the with everything, it's needed. Go, okay, ChatGPT can go, but we can also ask create a script for a 30 seconds video to promote our company, and it will write a script for a video. Is thinking about it. Okay, then you can ask a list of tour operators that can be your customers, for example, and then you can use LinkedIn Sales Navigator and Apollo or LinkedIn Helper to create automation to contact them. 2 minutes, Midjourney, Farfly are an example of artificial intelligence image creation. So let me go through this. This is Midjourney. I don't know if you know that. So I can dialogue with artificial intelligence and ask, create a brand of a tour operator working in astrotourism in Valpellice. Okay. And then again, I hope we will have time, but in a few minutes, it will give us some advice for this kind of for what we asked for. And I put all the links in the presentation, so Midjourney have the link if you want to use it. Type AI, so it helps us to create paragraphs, words, project, etc. For example, it's the tool. Okay, this is the script for the video, and everything is for free. Type AI. So if you can see, it's okay. It's what I use to create this kind of presentation. But again, I can the last slides are made by AI. But I can, for example, say translate in French, and it's easy. But okay, I can change my documents, but also I can, for example, ask him to write a new paragraph. So from one paragraph to create a second paragraph about the same. Okay, now he's doing in English, and I can ask, for example, to create a summary, a list, etc., etc. So I can generate content. Okay, unfortunately my time is quite over. Anyword, it's another software that you can use to create email. So, for example, okay, product name, astrotourism. What is the description? The audience, for example, nature lover. Formula, engaging. Let me say conversational. Then, okay, generate. Okay, and is generating cold email. So an email that is ready to be sent to possible contacts. Okay, the last two things, sorry, I told you I had a lot of things. There are AI softwares that can create a video. So I can basically take the script from ChatGPT and you see, script to video, paste the script, and then it will generate the video with real video that we can use on YouTube, for example. There is a voiceover, so I can create a voiceover for public announcement, and I can choose the voices, and they really are similar um, to human voices, and so I can use it for a video, for example. And the next step, it's the last thing I want to share with you. It's Auto GPT. It's something that comes out a few months ago, and it's for me the evolution of ChatGPT. So Auto GPT, it's an autonomous agent. So you can, while ChatGPT is a dialogue, I ask something, it replies something. With AutoGPT, you can just ask, I want to create a successful tour operator in tourism. Let me show how I can. And so it will work in days, finding the contacts, finding the email of the people, create an email, a cold email, etc., etc. So this is the next step, and if you will know how to use, you can create a 20 people company by yourself, and then have a lot of fun. So conclusion, I don't read it because you will find, but it's again, it's a conclusion generated by artificial intelligence, and that's why it's not so remarkable, but it's makes sense. Thank you. And I'm open for any question. I don't know if you have time, but anyway, you find this my email, and you can write me, and we can discuss further. Excuse me if I go if I was long, but I wanted to tell to you a lot of things. Thank you.